evening, everyone. Welcome to the Sports Wave Network and Sports Corner with the Conn Man. I am your host, the Conn Man. And with me this evening, I have a very special guest. He goes by the name of Michael Semiao. Michael, how you doing, my good friend?
I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm doing rather well. You know, Mike, you and I go back a kind of a long way. And, I received your book. And I can't put it down. I really can't put it down. It is an amazing book. We're gonna go into detail. But Mike, for those viewers who do not know about you, can you give them a little breakdown about your history, your journey, and your grind?
Okay. You and I grew up in the same area, roughly. I come from Acushnet, Massachusetts. I played organized basketball since I was in 6th grade through college. 2 different high schools, played at Bryant College for a period of time. The grind. Business-wise, I'm a consultant, healthcare consultant for different organizations and trying to help them financially. My writing comes from different conversations I had with people throughout my life. Where
Mike, I don't mean to interrupt you, but your connection's not going through too well.
I wonder why.
Wow. While we're trying to get that fixed, Mike was an outstanding, matter of fact, junior high school player, was well renowned in the area, and he's had a distinguished high school career. And he has this book. It's called The Courts of Reflection. And can you hear me now, Mike?
I can, yes.
All right, we're good. All right, good. Now, Mike, again, as I was stating before, can you let the viewers know a little bit about your past, your history, and your grind?
Okay. Grew up in Acushnet, Massachusetts. Played organized basketball. Actually, played tennis before basketball at a very young age. Played basketball from the time I was in 6th grade through college. Played at 2 different high schools. Had some really early success and played through college. My work, I'm a healthcare consultant for different organizations trying to help them financially. My writing comes from just different conversations I had through my entire life, where people thought I had a pretty good memory and thought and teased me forever to try to get it down and document that. And that's what I did. Took over 5 years to get it done, through different trials and different iterations of the book. And so it was difficult to try to get that done, but it's done and it's been launched. You have it, a bunch of other people have it. So that's kind of it in the short story.
Mike, for some reason you're not coming in very clear. I want to make sure the viewers get a good view and can hear exactly what you got to say. So hopefully we can get that taken care of. But while you're working on that, I'm going to try to talk a little bit about you while hopefully we get this fixed. Because I really wanted you on the show. I really wanted to have you express your feelings and your thought process on how you have this great book we're going to discuss. And I just want the viewers to be able to hear you clear. And as of right now, we're having a little bit of difficulty. So while we're doing that, Mike and I go back a long way again, as I was stating before. Mike's had distinguished junior high school career, and then he received all kind of accolades. And I don't want to tell too much because I want him to give you guys the full personal impact of what he has gone through. We're going to try again. Mike, can you hear me now?
Michael, I've been able to hear you the entire time.
Maybe it's on my end, but I don't know. I can hear you now. So again, go back from the beginning, Mike. We got to get this right. I want the viewers to get a good idea exactly, about your past and about your grind and your journey.
Okay. Grew up in Acushnet, Massachusetts. Played organized sports. Can you still not hear me?
I'm still having difficulty. I don't know what's going on. I don't know, but you know, I don't know. I just want the viewers to get a good idea of, you know, again, your past, because, you know, this book is outstanding. Like I said, I couldn't even put it down. It's called The Courts of Reflection. People, you got to get this book. I don't care what sport you play, what kind of athlete you are. I think this book is phenomenal. Matter of fact, while we're waiting on Mike, I'm going to give you what got me involved right from the get-go. Here we go, right here. This is what the beginning of it. I mean, this is a full-fledged book. This is phenomenal. Anyway, you know, hopefully we get him back on. And I'm going to give you one thing that he said that is so profound, and it caught my eye. And here we go. If I could speak to that younger version of myself, I would tell him this: your achievements do not define you. You will not find joy in applause alone. It will not come with the next win or the next milestone. It comes from within. Learn to embrace yourself, even in silence, even after the cheers have faded. Now, if that don't tell you something right there, I don't know. That's at the beginning of the book. Anyway, I want him to go and talk about the book because it's a phenomenal read, and I enjoyed reading. I haven't read it all yet, but I'm telling you, folks, this is unbelievable. You know, Mike has been, you know, a good friend of mine. He's been on the show almost a couple of years. He was like one of my co-hosts, and he did a great job as well. But the man is one of the most intelligent people I have ever come across. And when I read this book, I mean, I was so impressed with the information and the dialogue and the knowledge that he has to go back and remember almost every little incident in his young career. And he breaks it down, scores, averages, times. I mean, the book is so interesting, and it's a great read. I hope you guys get a chance to get his book. It's called The Courts of Reflection. It is a phenomenal book. And you know how it relates to me is a lot of the guys that he mentions in his book, I played against. Do you know what I mean? And I know them very well. And he talks about some guys that you know, when he was at the ABCD camp. I don't want to go into it too much detail, but what a great read. I mean, he talks about Coach D. Rose. For those of you who don't know, he was a former head coach at UConn, and how he went to the ABCD camp. And some of the names he names is unbelievable. Ramil Robinson, Pat Ewing, on, and Kyle Hobbs, on and on and on. And you know, he talks about the time when he was at this camp, and Coach D. Rose called upon him to do a specific drill. And he had mentioned to Mike, why did you do it that way? Why did you put the ball ahead of you when you were dribbling? And his response was incredible. Hopefully we have Mike, we got you back now?
Yes, I restarted my computer, so hopefully that solves things from my end, so we'll see.
I was just talking about, you know, beginning of your book. I had mentioned one of the beginning paragraphs that you had written, which caught my eye right from the get-go. And it was such a great piece and a great look into the beginning of what the whole book entails. It was such a great book. Let me ask you this. What made you decide to write this book?
Again, I had people in my life who had sort of teased me about my memory and different things. And I had started this 5 years ago, basically to try to tell basketball stories, Mike. And so that's sort of where I started. And as I moved forward with that, I really wasn't truly engaged with telling that story. And it turns out that I really didn't have any idea how to write this, but I ended up writing it the best I could from my own side of things, and just really trying to. The story sort of morphed into